DeRyk, a longtime Yorkton City Councilor, an avid golfer, member of the Hole-in-One Club several times out here. Before we talk about this day, talk about the work that went into kind of getting here, just from your vantage point.
Well, it's been talked about forever, as they said during the opening, and it's an expensive project. It wasn't something that people had to be convinced that this was necessary. And quite frankly, the old clubhouse was at the point where it was dilapidated. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of options left anymore. So, you still hear that, this is something that, do we have to spend all this money? But if you're going to attract people, and if you're going to attract golfers, and if you're going to attract people and events to facilities now that provide, food and space, then you need to have something that is, that is up to date and modern and meets all the standards, right?
Yeah. So when you kind of walk through it, what's the feelings for you, just being a longtime Yorktonite and again, someone who loves the game and going to spend some time here?
I'm impressed. This is an impressive building. The patio, the outdoor patio, the covered patio. It's going to be great for people to just come here and sit, visit.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a golfer. Yeah. Adequate parking, we actually have pavement. You remember the old road.
About it coming in,
so all of that is great. I mean, it's really good. We've done a lot of golf course improvements, and that'll continue on because the men's club, raises money for that and builds like number 8, number 7. That was done by, through contributions from the men's club. So I think it's starting to come together. It's always been a good golf course, in my opinion, and I've played just about every golf course in the province, the time with Golf Saskatchewan and others. This is now, I think, one of the top facilities for golf and for, clubhouse in the province.
That's right. It starts with the golf course, right? When you go to a golf course, the first question people is, how is it? How are the greens? And Deer Park has all that and have had it for years. But as Dustin mentioned in the presentations, this puts this facility in the elite level. How excited is just going forward for the entire community? I think we're seeing it here today.
Yeah. And you know what? This is nice. Yeah. The Owl's Nest, right? That was Don Kunkel's the name for the restaurant when he ran it. He and I did a lot of work together in this facility or on this golf course. He and I chaired and co-chaired most of the provincial, national, regional tournaments that came here. And to keep that name, is really nice because Don would be tickled. He served as president of the Golf Association 20 years after I did. Unfortunately, he didn't live to see it, but he would like this.
All right, well, we're here with Allan Sauser, of course, the head pro and the director of golf here at Deer Park Golf Course. What a day for the city. Al, your thoughts today?
Well, the clubhouse is everything I expected. It's unreal. And to be honest with you, it's more than I expected. I was involved in the process from the beginning, and you have your needs and wants, but certainly this turned out to be pretty spectacular in the end.
Talk about kind of the buzz leading up to it, and I guess a little bit of a waiting period too, but it went quick. It might have went quick.
Well, if you were here last year, you're wondering if the project would get done in time, and NL did an amazing job getting the project done, and they got through it. It was, if you asked me last year at this time if we would be in here, I probably would have said no. So they've done a hell of a job, and it turned out really good. The results, I think, are fantastic.
I think, everyone talks about some of the things with the old clubhouse, whether it was, the basement and the washroom issues and the accessibility. From the golf aspect, what were some of the just the day-to-day nuances for you that kind of just built up over the years? I'm not asking you to slag on it or anything, but obviously there was some things just built up over time, and hopefully those are gone.
Well, certainly there's things that people don't even think about. Seeing the first tee, for example, now we have an ability to see all the greens out here. You can see the tee boxes on both sides. Even accessibility for people to get to both sets of tees around the golf course. It's the clubhouses. They did a good job of setting it up, accessible from all areas, and it's easily accessible from the parking lot as well for us.
What about the pro shop? Has been busier here because it looks like it's expanded, just so nice and light and bright. Eh? And it makes people open their wallets a little bit more, baby.
Well, that's always the hope that they do, but the pro shop is the right size. I think it's a nice size, and we've got some good stuff set up in here, and it gives me a very good opportunity to showcase. Is nothing wrong with the old, but this looks pretty good the way they have it set up now.
For sure. And just, I guess, lastly, what's the everyday golfer going to notice? Just as when they come here, is it just going to be shock and awe?
Well, I would have to say, even for me, when we had the parking lot done here a week ago, I was walking up and I was like, this doesn't seem like Yorkton. It looks like a resort area. And to me, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised when they come to see the clubhouse, the deck, the restaurant is outstanding, the pro shop is good, and even the accessibility with the paved areas in the parking lot. It's a really good fit. It's fantastic.